Universal Orlando Resort for over 4 years, you are listening to the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 173 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. I'm your host today, Darren, and joining me, we have Hunter.
If TV has taught me anything, it's that miracles always happen to poor kids at Christmas. It happened to Tiny Tim, it happened to Charlie Brown, it happened to the Smurfs, and it's gonna happen to us.
Darren, can you do it like from now on? Don't introduce Hunter first, because no one can follow that.
Okay. Yes. Well, Lee, you can try to follow it up, because next up is Lee.
Hello. No. There you go. I'll try and come up with something to outdo him next time. I'll spend all Christmas coming up with quotes to out-quote Hunter.
We can do that.
And last but certainly not least is Tracy. Hello.
Hello! That's about the best you're going to get from me. I did my different one last time.
All right. Well, we have some big announcements to make before we start.
We do. 2016 is going to be a big year. Now, I'm sure you've all noticed there's been something missing from the beginning of the show over the last few episodes, and that is the Mice Chat bumper, and that's because we're no longer part of the Mice Chat podcast network. You know, nothing sinister, just decided it was time to stand on our own 2 feet and make a go of it on our own again. We really appreciate everything those guys have done for us, and wish everybody luck who's part of the network, and onwards and upwards.
Absolutely.
But we would really appreciate if you guys could help us out. You know, when you're listening to the show, you can post on Facebook or Twitter or whatever and just help us out letting people know that we are here and that we're all right, I suppose.
No, we are the best.
And the longest.
Yes. Yes, we are.
That sounded like Jaws. There was a Jaws thing then. I couldn't quite get it. And the only.
Yes.
But we're not, are we? So it doesn't work.
No.
No, can't even say that. Anyways, also at the request of some fans, we are going to be doing more top 5 lists in 2016. So if you have any suggestions for top 5s we could do, email your suggestions to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Please send in top 5 restroom recommendations, because I want to do that one, but Lee shot it down.
Yeah, I know.
We've also had requests for park audio. So once a month, we're going to end a show with audio from an attraction or show, and we'll put a poll up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for you to vote on what gets played. So if you aren't following us, go and do it.
Everyone likes to hear stuff from the parks when you don't get to go all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Darren.
Well, even when you do go.
Yeah, I still don't mind it. We need to get the Mummy audio.
Yes.
So that you can play along with Hunter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we'll just bleep it out every single time.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Also, we've decided to take the podcast back to its roots and concentrate completely on Universal Orlando. There'll be a monthly update from Hollywood by Dr. Ian Malcolm, but we want to spend time on the parks we know best, as there's so much going on in Orlando right now.
Yes,
there is. And that's kind of why we looked at least doing a monthly update for Hollywood, because there's quite a bit going on there. But let's be honest, those 2 parks are the parks that probably most of the people listening to the show are going to be familiar with. So, But Orlando's the one that we know the best.
Yeah, I'm sure if anything amazing or mind-blowing comes up in the other parks, we'll mention it. Yeah, quick, but we're, like you said, our main focus is Orlando, so.
It's in the title.
It is.
Yeah?
It is, yes.
And there's going to be a few other small changes, but we'll leave them to be a surprise.
Ooh, I wonder what they... I know
Does
what
that mean?
they are,
I was going to say, does that mean that you haven't actually thought of them?
No, I know.
I don't even know what they are.
No, you're not the only one.
Well, one of them everyone will have heard by now, so anyway.
In the next episode, we were just going to scream into the mics the entire time.
I could do that.
All right. But So that's going to be interesting. But in the meantime, we've got Producers Club birthdays.
We do indeed. So let me start off with the lovely Matt. Hoosman? Sorry, Matt. Well, it's your birthday on Christmas Eve, December the 24th.
Whoa.
Hey, he's in the best birthday week of the year.
Yes.
Me and Lee. So happy birthday for Christmas Eve, and I hope you get lots of birthday goodies and not Christmas goodies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's always unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
As a December
close.
child, I fully understand you guys' pain.
When's your birthday, Hunter?
A couple of weeks
What
ago.
now?
Is yours gone? Can't be a couple of weeks ago if it's December birthday.
No, last week.
It was December 1st.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Hunter.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Lee's just
Not a
spoilt that
producer's
one.
club.
Thank
I
you.
don't see the value for the money.
And on December the 29th, seeing the year out, we also have the inimitable Mr. Craig Bloody Lucas. Happy birthday, young man.
Happy birthday, Craig.
I hope you just get Christmas gifts.
And of course, December the 1st, we had Hunter's birthday, so it was happy birthday, Hunter.
Thank you.
It's also Tracy's birthday on the 22nd, so happy birthday, Tracy.
Thank you.
Oh.
And it's also Lee's birthday on the 23rd. And he's 40.
Just a terrible week for all you.
Tis for me, I'm 40 this year.
Yeah, so send him lots of messages and spam his Facebook wall and Twitter and everything, because he's 40 and he laughed at me last year, so...
I'll throw it out as well, because it's Jessie's birthday the same day as mine as well,
It
so happy
is,
birthday,
but she's not
Jessie.
40.
No.
She's
Well,
not.
you know what? Since everybody else is having a birthday, I guess I'll just have mine again, too.
Yours is Christmas Day, isn't it, Darren?
Yay! Happy birthday, Darren. Happy birthday, everybody. In fact, you know what? Everybody in the Producers Club, you can have a birthday in December. Happy birthday.
There you go.
Yay!
That's our Christmas gift to you.
It is. And no, we're not drinking.
No. Adam.
Yeah. And also here we've got the last of our entries into the Great Butterbeer Debate from Frank, John, Laura, and Ryan.
Hello, UUOP. This is Frank Alananis coming to you live from Diagon Alley with my butterbeer preference. So, in order of least favorite to most favorite, least is frozen, next is regular. After that, I like ice cream, and my final and absolute favorite is hot butterbeer. Hope you guys are all having a good holiday season, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Correct.
Hey, Lee, Tracy, and the gang. This is John and Rebecca, and we're in Margaritaville in City Walk, Orlando.
Hi, guys.
And we're calling in with our butterbeer preference. Our trip, we got to taste only 3 of the 4 kinds. We got regular, frozen,
And ice cream. They were out of hot when we went to get hot butterbeer. It was very disappointing.
and it was 90 degrees, so I wasn't all that disappointed. Even though it's November, it's really
It's
hot.
been in the upper 80s, almost 90 here.
And humid, go figure. So, it won't come as a big surprise to a guy like me who's melting in the heat. I have to go with Team Frozen. It was a little less sharp, a little smoother, and just a nicer flavor, plus the cooling of the frozen drink really helped.
I would definitely fall on Team Regular. It was wonderful, creamy, buttery goodness. Ice cream almost caught it, but I just couldn't top regular butterbeer. It was just pure awesomeness. So that was my vote.
So there you go. 1 for frozen, 1 for regular. We'll talk to you next time.
Take care, guys.
Hi UUOP, this is Laura and Julie. We are here in Hogsmeade and we have our butterbeer rating. So mine is ice cream, hot, frozen, then regular.
Mine would be number 1, regular. Number 2, hot. Number 3, frozen. Number 4, ice cream. But they are all delicious.
Yes, well, apart from regular, which is gross. Okay, thanks, bye.
Hello, UUOP. This is Ryan, recording here in Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. I coming to you to report on the Great Butterbeer Debate. I just had, for the first time ever, the warm butterbeer, the hot butterbeer, and I was incredibly impressed by how good it was.
Yes.
I don't like warm or hot drinks normally. I don't drink coffee, anything like that, so I really didn't think I would enjoy it, but it was so good. I also tried the regular butterbeer for the first time ever earlier, and that doesn't even come close to the warm or the hot. But just because I don't really like warm or hot drinks, I still prefer something cooler. I'm from Florida, lived in Florida all my life. When I can get into cold weather, I enjoy it. I have to go with the slight nod to the frozen. And if you would have asked me before I tried it, I would say there's no way I would even enjoy the warm or hot butterbeer. I just don't like warm drinks, but it was really good. If I come to Islands Adventure or Universal Studios in the winter, I'm probably going with the warm butterbeer. As long as it's a cooler night, I might go with it, but most of the time, I'm picking frozen. I keep up the good work. You guys do a great job. Talk to you next time.
Interesting. Now, I know I probably should have been keeping a tally on this over the course of the year.
You think?
Shut up,
I know.
Hunter.
You don't have to live with it.
It wasn't even me.
That was Darren. Even I recognise that sigh.
I was actually talking to... Sorry, Darren. Hunter. Whoever. I'll apologise to whoever. Everyone.
Never apologise to me.
I'll apologise to everyone, right? I was talking to Craig the other night, and we were having a conversation about this because I said we were doing our last few. I think overall for the course of the year, Frozen's probably been the winner from what we can remember, but Hot has only been really available for about the last 6 months or so, and it seems since like the last 6 months, there's been more people going for Hot. So I think it would have been interesting for all four of them to have been available over the full course of the year, and I think it probably would have been a tie between the two.
Right. Interesting.
I still think Frozen... I would say even if we were to do that, Frozen would have gotten 60% of the vote.
You think?
Yeah, and then I'd maybe put Hot with like 10% or 20%. And then another 20 between the other two. Well, 10 and 10, rather.
Oh, especially since it started watering down the regular.
Yes, let's just go down there. Well, we have got another debate for next year, Darren. Do you want to let everyone know what it's going to be?
It's the Great Florian Fortescue's ice cream debate.
So instead of having 4 choices, you've got about 15 now.
So
yes, we will keep track this year.
Yes, I will.
So the fabulous Florian Fortescue's fight.
If that's the way you want to go, whatever.
The FFFF.
So the same way as always, email us podcast@uuopodcast.com or speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Get them in so we can start them off.
Yes.
There's a lot of ice creams to... I'll have to have a... how many is there? There's about 50.
Well, in that case, then, we need a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe because we haven't tried them all.
We only tried 5.
So
it doesn't
we need
matter.
to go...
Chocolate chili is the winner.
Well, after my giant butterbeer one, I don't think I had room for anything else.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Are we going to kick it off with ours?
I think... Do you want to do yours now?
I could.
Go on, then.
Number 1, apple crumble.
Did we have it? We did. Jade had the apple
chocolate
crumble.
chili. Very close.
Go on then, Hunter.
Chocolate chili. I don't even have to do a second one. I like spice. I like chocolate. It's a win-win.
It's the chocolate ice cream. I've got to say, though, I hate chocolate ice cream, but it was a very smooth chocolate. 1 spoon was definitely enough, but the chili was fantastic in it. But yes, I'm going to agree with you.
It's the butterbeer for me.
Butterbeer was amazing. But I did like the apple crumble.
The chocolate chili for second mind, I must admit.
What did I have that when we got that? Because I didn't have the butterbeer. Because I didn't have butterbeer until I got the Sunday glass.
You had the sticky toffee pudding.
I did. It was nice. I had chunks of sticky toffee pudding.
It sounded like you were going to start singing that. It was like, you had a sticky toffee pudding.
No.
Sticky toffee pudding on an open fire.
Butterbeer.
What did you? Oh, you had
chocolate chili.
Yeah.
And Jade had the apple crumble.
Yeah.
And then she had the peanut butter and strawberry or raspberry, whichever one it was the last time. It was all peanut butter. You couldn't taste anything else. Anyway.
That was good too, I thought. So yeah. So definitely get yours in. And we're going to go ahead and go on to the news.
What the hell was that?
I told you
Welcome to the news. I'm Darren Schmidt.
I told you there was changes coming.
Who put a question mark on the teleprompter?
All right. Yeah, we're going to do this news a little different. So
I'm just thinking, if Darren's anchors, does that make us co-anchors?
Yeah.
yes, you're the commentary track. I offer no commentary because I'm a unbiased anchor. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll just do the rant at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna start our news off with the lead story. Universal Orlando lost their opposition to the Skyplex build, so that got approved. It came to light that it seems Universal are in a position to purchase parcels of land between Destination Parkway and Sand Lake Road at Universal Boulevard, and that is a total of 474 acres.
Interesting.
Which is bigger than Universal Studios.
Yep.
The plot's land will also have zoning and entitlements needed to build an attraction, thousands of hotel units and structures up to 400 feet.
So yes, them in opposition to Skyplex has got nothing to do with Universal Orlando Resort. It's got all to do with this plot of land.
Yeah.
See,
it was very nearby.
Yeah, because we were talking, Tracy and I were talking about it last night, and whatever they decide to do with this, because there's rumours flying around that it might be partially back of house stuff, that they might move a lot of the infrastructure over there that's sort of behind the scenes at Islands and Universal to then be able to expand those two parks out a bit. Obviously, the third gate room has come up. Who knows? But what happens to the Wet and Wild plot of land then? That's kind of been pushed.
How big's that?
Wet and Wild?
It's not very big, is
it? No, it's not massive.
Smaller than Islands, isn't it?
Anyone else thinking parking lot?
That's what I was just going to say, like a ticket transportation centre. I was just going to say that.
Even as somebody who loves Disney, like ticket and transportation center is like one of the biggest hassles. I'd rather not see Universal go that route.
Yep,
I agree.
But they also don't have.
Can
much
you
of a
imagine
choice.
taking a ferry through like the interstate though?
That would be awesome.
Oh man. It just has sensors on it that, you know, if traffic's not coming, it zips by really fast.
Yeah, exactly.
We promise they'll work.
Maybe they'll build an actual working night bus.
That would be cool. Yeah. See, I've been saying for years, I hope they weren't going to go down the third park route. Especially, it's weird. See, I've been thinking about this quite a lot since it got announced. If they build a third gate over there, so bear in mind that when you park your car at Universal, you leave it there all day. So think about in the next year or so that you've got 2 theme parks, 5 hotels, and a water park. That you're then going to have to decide, right, do I leave my car here and go to 2 theme parks, City Walk and the water park? Or do I make the trek over there to go to that 1 theme park?
What if they have a monorail?
It's still weird, do you not think?
They're going to have a giant coaster that just takes from one to the other.
Hunter,
a big flume.
You will back me up. I seem to remember hearing things about Disney saying that those monorails cost, was it $1 million a mile to put up?
Yeah, they're very, very pricey. I'm not sure if that's the exact amount, but it's a ridiculous amount.
But then, if anything's going to put them off putting a monorail in, is seeing how many accidents that go on at Disney over the last 2 or 3 years.
That's because they've got teenage boys driving them. It's not. I'm just making that up. But
it just worries me they're going to spread themselves too thin.
I mean, you guys will agree with me. We had this whole discussion last show, or the show before, but Universal needs to focus on fixing Islands of Adventure first.
I agree.
Before they make a third gate.
Yeah.
Now, Islands of Adventure is fine, but it's not the state-of-the-art thrill park.
No.
Now, it's not dilapidated or anything like that, obviously, but it needs some love and care. It's kind of right now how I view Animal Kingdom. I really love going to that park, but aside from like maybe 5 or 7 things that I do every single time I go, there's other parks that I could spend my time in.
Yeah. If the Magic Kingdom was a 5-minute walk from it, you wouldn't go to Animal Kingdom.
I would go to Animal Kingdom for the 3 hours that I'm in there, and then I would go right over to Magic Kingdom. It's almost like California Adventure syndrome, if you will.
Yeah.
So what you're saying really is, at the moment, the state of Islands of Adventure is it's a sentimental trip.
Yeah.
You're going there for the memories you had. Really.
Yeah. And also, I will go into Islands of Adventure when I'm seeking more of a thrill-based experience for that day. But with the Hulk out of that I consider a pretty big part of that. That's a third of my thrill-based, day.
Yeah. But then also what you've got to consider is, even if they bought this land next week, there's foundation work to go, all the planning. You're still probably looking, even how quick Universal work, you're still looking
2022
at least.
Yeah.
Because now, the only way I could see this making sense is if they put it in direct opposition to Star Wars Land, where they're, hey, we've got a whole new theme park, or you can just see a new land at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just going back to what you were saying about, you've got islands and studios next to each other, and do you want to be travelling? Do you want to moving about, right? You don't complain about that with Disney property.
But that's how it's always been.
Yeah, but people do it.
But Universal, but you're on Disney property. You're not on Universal property. You're going off-site into, let's be honest, what most people think's one of the worst areas of sort of central Orlando, into that real crappy part of our drive, which I'll be honest, I love, but the whole point of the Skyplex was to renovate that end. But you're still sending people off your main property to somewhere else where people will go, didn't that restaurant there? And you're pushing people past restaurants and things that you don't want them to go to because they're not on your property.
No. And Tracy, with all due respect, but one of the things with Disney, too, is that they're very, very focused on the immersion. You're not going through downtown Orlando when you want to go to another Disney section. You're still very, very much on their property.
Yeah, but when I'm driving through Disney property, I'm not really going, this is so Disney.
No, I agree with that.
It's trees and tarmac.
A lot of it does feel like you could be anywhere
and lots
in
of traffic.
Yeah.
It's not like the signs are Mickey ear shaped or anything like that, which I've always been surprised they're not, to be quite honest.
But it's not going down I-Drive and looking at the Super 8 and the Perkins and the mini golf course and all that. That's a very, very big issue that Disneyland's had to deal with for years.
But Universal are all about keeping you on site then to literally push you off site.
But ask yourself this: would you rather have more Universal or just what you've got?
Honestly,
I'd rather see them improve what they've got.
I agree. I would rather, I've said it a million times before, I like it as it is. I would like to see them make those parks better than go out and leave them a little bit and build another one.
What if this isn't going to be a theme park at all? What if it's going to be something like a destination hotel?
That's a lot of acreage.
You could have so many big themed hotels. You don't have to leave that property. For the people that don't do the rides, you can have these. It could be a big luxury complex.
So you want to see them do City Walk 2.0,
which was what the rumor for the Wet and Wild Land was for a while. See, a lot of people have been speculating that if this is going to be a third gate and you want to have a good idea of what it's going to be, just have a look at Beijing.
Yeah.
Because it would be interesting, I can't remember, I was listening to the other day, Darren, this is from you, that if they did build a third gate, potentially they would build that park with Horror Nights in mind.
Yeah,
now you think about a park, like it's kind of retrofitted into Universal Studios Florida.
Right.
Well, at the same time, Islands of Adventure was designed with Halloween Horror Nights in mind, no?
I don't think that. Well, bearing in mind they've only ever done it there 3 times, I wouldn't have said so.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the same time, it wasn't quite the huge event it was that Islands of Adventure, but when Islands of Adventure went up, it went straight into that park.
They knew about it. I mean, they knew they had this event going on, and I think they built places that were accommodating to it, but since then have filled in a lot of those spaces with storage and that kind of stuff. But that would be interesting too. It would be weird to not have it there, but I already see next year as a big problem with everything that's blocked off and everything. It's going to be interesting to see what they do as far as house locations, but that's getting into other stuff. The thing is that Universal has a very small plot of land, and short of filling in the lake in the middle of islands, which might not be a bad idea actually,
Yeah.
Have like a central hub with a couple of attractions there, and then it branches out as well all throughout the park. That might be interesting. But short of that, I mean, they have no other space to do anything.
Yeah.
Now, Lee just used the word retro, as I was already thinking. What if it became like a massive museum piece? They recreated Jaws, they recreated all
They won't,
things.
but it would be awesome.
They had past Horror Night houses permanently there. You know, a lot of it used for storage. And I mean, it could be that they move the employee parking lot there and then they have to bus in.
Yeah.
That would free up quite a bit of space.
Now, I think the problem with that Universal's going to encounter, I mean, yes, we obviously are super fans, and that's got its crowd. But if anybody was going to do that, that would be Disney. Disney has that nostalgia that they could get the money necessary to do that with. I don't think Universal... I mean, I think it'd be like a one-time thing. Hey, let's go check out Back to the Future. Let's go check out Jaws. But then why would I want to visit 30-year-old attractions when I can see what's new and what's up their sleeve there?
Yeah. Cool.
See that 474 acres. I think I remember looking, and I think Universal Studios Florida is 107 acres, and Islands is 115. So with that plot of land, then everyone's talking third gate. Surely, with that size, you could do Universal Orlando Resort Part 2.
Right. Wasn't there a rumour a few years back that Universal wanted to go into animal husbandry?
No. There's no way they would go. Nah.
I'm pretty sure there was a rumour. That's all I'm saying. There was a rumour a few years back that.
With what's going on at SeaWorld and everything else, they won't want to go into that.
And after seeing the work that Disney's had to do with Animal Kingdom, and still that's their least attended park, I don't think they want to get involved in anything animal related.
No, I'm just saying there was a rumour.
Yeah,
wasn't there?
but I think you'd be daft to go down that route. I think this is a. We could get a show out of this.
If we see third gate, we're gonna see Nintendo, if that isn't already there. We'll probably see at that Walking Dead thing is still gonna happen. That would probably go in there.
Just
we like
hold
it or not,
back a bit, Hunter, right? Just think that we've already said that you're not going to see this for 5 or 6 years. They're not going to hold on to that Nintendo license for 5 or 6 years before they put it in a park.
No.
Unless they really, really want to capitalize on it. Like we said, Nintendo is big enough to support a Jurassic Park size theme land.
But they've come out and announced it. They're not going to want to do a Disney and announce something in 2015 and then it not see the light of day until 2022.
I do think that's a benefit with going, just like Star Wars, they're not on a specific time schedule for that. People are still going to love Star Wars. People are still going to love Nintendo.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Disney's kind of still maybe a little bit behind on the Avatar hype, or a lot behind as it might be.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those properties, whether they said, if Universal was to come out and say, hey, instead of doing this little kid zone themed overlay that we were talking about, and instead doing a full-fledged land, I think most people would be satiated for a period of time.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's always nice to speculate and create your own rumours.
I think we could get a show out of design, doing a UUOP design the third gate.
I think we should. Do you know what? We could actually do drawings and put them on Instagram and stuff like that.
Oh, Lord, no.
Well, it could be.
Lego models! I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I've already been talking to Jim Hill about having him on to do our annual sort of this year and beyond. It could be interesting to see if Jim knows anything.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and move on. A new store is open at Universal Studios Florida, where the old Magic Shop was, to the left of Mel's Drive-In, and it's called Williams of Hollywood Prop Shop.
And it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Have you been in, Darren?
Yeah, it's cool.
Is it expensive?
But there's some interesting things too. Like a lot of the stuff in there are not actual Universal props.
Yes.
They are from a outside company that actually makes pretty realistic props. But as the person was explaining to us, because we saw a couple little bottles of like poison and like old timey bottles of like codeine and stuff like that they were selling, like empty prop bottles, obviously, not real poison. But they look pretty cool and authentic, and they looked like something that might have been in a storefront, one of those little storefront windows that they do at Universal.
Okay.
there might have been. So we were actually interested in getting one of those, at least have a little piece of Universal. But when we asked about it, it was actually from that other company. There's right now they've got one of the cows from Twister, the outside one with the button.
Right.
No, they haven't.
That you push. Was that?
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
Because Taylor Strickland bought the one with the button on that moves.
Okay, well, there's another one because it's in there.
Because I know he bought it the day that opened for $1,300.
Well, the second one they're selling for like $2,300.
Wow.
And there's a bunch of stuff cut out, like on the top. It might have been like an old one that they replaced. It's very possible. But there is one in the prop shop as of, the 6th.
Okay. Because I know Taylor bought it the day it came, like the day that shop opened, he went in and bought Esmu, it's called.
Esmu.
Yeah.
Darren?
And yep.
Do you get pass holder discount in there?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I did not even ask.
Oh, well, you better go back and find out then, young man.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting, actually.
I'd assume so, but yeah, you never know with Universal. They get weird with it sometimes. But let's see, what else they had. They had some stuff from Horror Nights. A lot of the really cool stuff has been picked off already.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of like little gummy bears made out of like a glass or really thick plastic that I think were in the Studio Sweet shops that are there, and they're kind of reasonable. They're like $40.
That'd be quite cool. Christmas decorations.
They had some neat posters, but they're printed on photo grade paper, so they cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
They had a giant flux capacitor one that wasn't even really that detailed, didn't look that great, but they were charging $200 for it, and that's just the poster, no frame.
Youch.
Yeah. Another interesting thing they had was the letters of the Aftermath store, going down the stairs.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I don't know if they'll ever actually sell those, but they did have a lot more that all the Universal bloggers went and picked up really fast, like Lee said. The guy from Orlando Informer got Esmu, and Seth Kuberski, our friend Seth Kuberski, got one of the doors from Twisters.
Oh, I saw that, yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And that was pretty reasonable too, because when he posted the price tag was like $79.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not for something that, was in the park, so. It'll be interesting to see what they add there, because I know from talking to employees that they have like a display case in one of the break areas that has a lot of stuff from the Back to the Future ride. So I'm very interested in if they would go ahead and put those out. That'd be great.
Nina, batten down the hatches. The storms are coming.
So have you set up a GoFundMe then?
Yeah. Please help. But yeah, it is interesting, and there's a lot of potential there. I hope they gear more towards stuff that's actually in park, from the park.
I would say from Thomas Wagner's point of view, it's a good job this shop wasn't there a few years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
But yeah, there is a video up on youtube.com/UUO podcast that I believe Travis got for us.
Yep, just a little walk around it.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, thanks to Travis for that, and yeah, go check that out. You'll definitely have to go in and see, because there's a lot of like small, like I said, cool little detailed things that you probably like to check out. So, but yeah, hopefully that, like I said, they get more stuff from in the park in there.
Is most of the stuff in here leaning towards the 200 plus range, Darren?
Yeah. I would say a majority of it, but they do have, like I said, some items that do go under. But the majority, 200 plus, and then
which it has its niche.
Yeah.
Next off the chopping block, I should say. Beetlejuice Graveyard Mashup has had a stay of execution and will not close down until January 5th, 2016. So that's happening. I think that they just went, oh crap, we have a lot of stuff closed.
Yeah, maybe.
They said it was due to popular demand. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was due to the holiday season.
Closing?
Yeah, exactly.
I love watching the annual pass holder group flip out that it was like the best show on property and they can't believe it's leaving.
Yeah.
It's
disappointing.
if the annual pass holder group is making decisions for Universal now, we're in bad shape.
We're in big trouble.
You'll get
but
plastic
you know
passes,
what?
though.
I've seen Graveyard Review about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier.
Every damn time. Nice one.
Yeah. So that's that. It's good for the people that are working there, I guess,
Yes.
too. I mean, give them a little bit longer to find other places to go within the resort. But yeah, still not one that I've seen. Nina still hasn't seen it at all.
You need to take her at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figure we'll do that. We're gonna have a bunch of days the week before Christmas there. So
Awesome.
yeah, we'll see that.
Darren, what is this GIF you just sent me?
It's cool.
Those, that's from hey, that's a good transition.
Well, that's a brilliant segue.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
not
sent
intended,
you a,
but
yeah, I sent you a GIF, and I did it a while ago. Actually, I don't know why you just got it, but that's the
'cause I
Flying
was
Fish
messaging
Market new show that Universal has just started putting on. What do you say, about a week ago?
Yeah, ish.
Yeah, ish,
Fish.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's a mix of like juggling, a couple of acrobats doing cool flips. I got trampolines on either side of the stage. The stage is set up like a fish market, San Francisco, which is where it is, directly across from what used to be the entrance to Disaster. And then also on the Disaster side, that's where Street Breaks is set up. So they kind of alternate, I think, throughout the day. But yeah, it was interesting and needs some work. They were missing on some of the juggling and things like that. But
none of these street shows are particularly like amazing, though, right?
Yeah, well, the one we caught that was actually really cool was the construction crew. What is this? Beat Builders.
Okay,
I like that. That was pretty neat. It's like a stomp kind of thing.
Oh.
You're just using
you mean
elements.
like jameters?
Yes.
Oh, we like the jameters, don't we?
Yeah, and the setup is kind of cool for people that have never seen it. Like your average park goer is just gonna like walk by and they come out on a truck and their microphones are clear. They're the ones that come out the side, but if you're not looking for them, you probably wouldn't see them. And they just start setting up around this construction scaffolding that's going on there. So most people really do get surprised by it when it starts up, and they do garner a pretty big crowd. It wasn't that packed. Like I said, on the 6th Sunday when I went, and they had a huge crowd. So, and it is cool. They're just using elements you'd find at a construction site to like drum, and it's four people drumming at the same time. So
cool.
Yeah, that's really neat. But yeah, this the Flying Fish Market, it's got some improvements to be done, but I'd say it's better than some of the other things that have come along.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a video again. Travis Scott, I think I posted that, and he had a walk around the Christmas decorations, and then there's a little bit of it on the end. So if you want to check it out again, it's on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hopping over to Islands of Adventure really quick. At the beginning of the deconstruction of the whole coaster, Stormforce Acceleratron was closed, but it has now reopened. I'm guessing that was removing the track that went over it. You couldn't really have that running at the same time.
Yeah, because it was strange because it was closed when we were there, and then because no one was talking about it being closed, and
no one cares.
Still something extra to take a few people out of other places, isn't it?
Yeah, very few though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever see the queue for that, it's very surprising if it goes like past the first switch back there. So
God, I think the last time Tracy and the kids rode it, there was literally just them on it.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
My neck still hurts.
But yeah, they had to, I'm sure they had to close it just for that, to remove those coaster sections that are above it. It's pretty dangerous. So
yeah.
I'm sure they were also hoping that it would just fall on it and oh no, look at that, it broke.
We'll have to get rid of it.
Yeah. But it didn't. Stormforce Acceleratron will outlive us all.
Yeah.
Maybe that's actually how they power the Hulk.
Maybe.
Oh, I think we've stumbled upon something there.
Maybe that's how they power the whole park. Get those people in there.
Between that and
Slave
Dr.
labor.
Doom's Fearfall.
Yeah.
I mean, he tells you straight up what he's doing.
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, and also this was true. On an almost empty day, there was a 45 to 50 minute wait for The Simpsons. Believe it or not, and you can expect those big waits because one of the projection domes is under refurbishment. So yeah, it's running at half capacity basically.
You know, right during their holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it was Seth that told me about it. So I was picking his brains a little bit.
And he said we're hearing that the new one should be installed in time for the busy Christmas period, which should be very soon. And it will go down again after that for the other projector to be replaced, and this should be ready to go by spring break. So the upgrade is rumored to be a 4K upgrade.
Which it needs desperately.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's down now. While they do that, it'll be back up for Christmas with one upgraded and one normal, and then it'll go back down, and then they'll upgrade the other one. And it does need it because it's fuzzy as hell. And so while they're doing it, do Forbidden Journey as well.
Yeah. Oh man, it would be so great if they would just run Back to the Future one more time there in 4K. That would be awesome. I know they'll never do it though. So, and speaking of those upgrades, the Terminator 2 3D recently got an upgrade to its pre-show, which it desperately needed. Mm-hmm. That thing was so out of date, it was ridiculous. But here's a quick clip.
Our eyes in the skies, home security drones, which can patrol your home and property and, if necessary, take appropriate defensive action. Project Angel, which uses advanced cybernetics to restore health and prolong life. Super. And then there's Genesis. We're really excited about this innovative new operating system. Believe me, Genesis is going to change everything. And now let's take a look at this little sizzle reel, which I personally supervise.
So when Darren, have you seen it yet?
I saw it on YouTube. I didn't see it in the park, but I saw everything.
I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get across.
I know they changed the basketball thing to it was football, soccer, wasn't it?
Yep, appealing to the
You're
UK
right
demographic.
first time.
Other than that, Darren, what's different?
They have used some of the old scenes, but they seem to have put them through some processing to make them look a lot better than they used to.
Okay.
They what else was in there that was different? There's the whole section on like drones, like aerial drones and that kind of thing. It kind of seems like a little bit more like the military section was definitely updated.
Okay.
With some more current concepts and everything like that. And they've taken out things like, the person holding the tablet computer that's like the size of an encyclopedia, like that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and just redone those scenes. So, but it's a good mix of the old and new, so people won't be hopefully complaining about they changed everything. It's not like it used to be, but. So they still have some of those older elements, like the arms coming out, like tucking the kid into bed.
I saw that bit.
Like that. That's still there. So, those kind of things. I'm kind of disappointed.
Creepy parts.
Yes,
They didn't
definitely.
just redo Shaq without his hair, because basically that's the only difference is he's just bald now.
Right.
So yeah, again, you can go to youtube.com/UUO podcast and see that video that even Lee hasn't seen.
I know.
On his own channel.
Terrible. I uploaded it. I just didn't have a chance to watch it.
It has been rather busy lately.
It has.
So I'll give you an out there.
Oh yeah, and I'll let you know. I've already posted it up on, but you can also on the YouTube channel you can see the full Macy's Holiday Parade.
It's never been so busy on there.
From a pretty good perspective.
Yes.
We watched in front of the New York Public Library, so you get a nice you get to see everything turn, and you get to see the tree lighting ceremony and everything in that corner. But don't go there. There's rabid mice and cobras and all kinds of bad things because I want to keep that area open for myself. But yeah, and we're going to be adding a lot more stuff on the YouTube channel as well. So definitely keep an eye out on it and subscribe, like, rate. That's what you say, right?
Yeah, whatever you can do to promote
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Also, the old Shutter Buttons building in Diagon Alley is slowly undergoing a makeover and should be open soon as Sugar Plum's Sweet Shop.
Ooh.
That doesn't have a place in the actual Potter series, does it? It's not a name I recognise.
No.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
More sugar for the kids.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Even when Diagon Alley opened, Shutter Buttons never had any traffic. So
No.
anything to get people in there.
Yeah. I guess they don't have like a dedicated sweet shop like they do in Islands.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And also, preferred parking has been raised up to $30.
Never done it, never will.
I have. I think we did it in 2013. It was $22.
Well, if you have a Premier Pass.
It's free.
Well, yeah, you're going to unfortunately keep seeing that happen again and again and again.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to cost $100 to park there. Eventually, I guarantee it. But yeah, so that's about it for the news. We'll head on over to Hogsmeade with Maureen for another Autism at the Park.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. And today I'm in Hogsmeade at Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey in Islands of Adventure. And I just wanted to talk about the accessibility of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey attraction. The height requirement for this attraction is 48 inches. So if you need to use Child Swap, this is a great ride for that. Another feature of this attraction is that if you are in a wheelchair, you'll need to transfer to the ride vehicle itself. To get onto the ride vehicle, it's on a moving platform. If you are unable to do this, notify the team member and they will direct you to another alternate loading area on a different floor from the main loading area. And it might be a longer wait in order to get on the ride, but it is much more accommodating for you if you aren't able to walk along the walking sidewalk. Also, if you use the attraction assistance pass for this attraction, you'll be directed to come back at a designated time if the posted wait time is more than 30 minutes. And you'll be directed to enter through a different queue than the regular line, which will shorten your time in the queue once you come back to this attraction. You don't miss a lot of the queue in the attraction assistance pass queue. You still get to see Dumbledore's office and most of the other areas. The only area that you do skip will be outside in the herbology classroom area. Also, to keep in mind, this attraction also has a single rider queue, which is somewhat different than the regular queue. It is shorter, and I was just riding this attraction, and I didn't wait more than 10 minutes to get on the ride through the single rider queue, and the posted wait time is 30 minutes. And this has been Maureen Deal for the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast, signing off from Islands of Adventure.
Thank you for that, Maureen. That was very interesting.
Cool.
And now it's time for a break.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th wonder of the world is returning to Universal Orlando Resort. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel take care of the resort reservation. They are a Universal Parks and Resorts specialist, as well as being an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the awesome Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs, so you don't need to miss the chance to see the amazing King Kong in the flesh. And please make sure to let them know that you heard about Fairy Godmother Travel because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us to continue to bring you the greatest Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free at 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com.
Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, welcome back. Up next, we've got our unofficial Universal Orlando podcast listener, top 5 worst attractions at Universal Orlando report and analysis of structures and amenities.
Okay.
Skyplex.
So here is the list.
Plastic passes. Plastic passes. Juice is amazing.
Up until a week ago, number 1 was a draw.
Ooh.
As it stands, number 5 is Stormforce Acceleratron.
Well, we got to keep that one. That's how they power everything. So
Yep,
you guys
that's
are out of luck.
Number 4, the 8th Voyage of Sinbad.
The only thing it powers is how bad it is.
Number 3, Fear Factor Live.
Never
Real
seen
Phil
it.
Factor is sitting down in that stadium and knowing what you're about to watch.
Number 2, Shrek 4D.
Shrek is like onions. It'll make you cry.
And number 1, sadly, or not so sadly, not at the park anymore, Twister, Ride It Out.
Friends don't let friends ride Twister.
And that phrase was coined a long time ago.
Hunter, everyone, he'll be here all week.
Yeah, don't
Tip your
forget to
waitress.
tip your waitress.
Yeah.
So there you go. Twister is officially the worst attraction, at least by our listeners, at the parks. We had quite a few entries as well with people putting their votes in. There was a lot. So
Quite an aftermath, huh?
Bum. I still need to get that soundbite. That's another change I need for 2016. I need that bum.
Yeah.
It needs to be there.
And not only is Twister dead, they have installed the construction wall around it with Jimmy Fallon literally dancing on its grave.
Woo!
Ooh.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But it's become a pretty popular photo op. We
Yes,
saw
I've
people
seen a
all
few.
day taking pictures with
Yeah.
them, including Nina and Travis.
Yes, I think it was Travis that I saw.
Yep.
Why not?
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to emails.
And I've actually got the first one. It is entitled, Hi, Lee, Tracy, Darren, and Hunter.
I will preface that by saying that's not what it actually said, and everyone in the producers club knows what it actually said. But
Now I know who it's from then.
But I edited it for public consumption.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'd just like to congratulate you on your 3 post-trip podcasts. It was refreshing to hear the sugar coating removed and reality kick in. I believe very strongly that for a show like yours to survive, you need to be honest. And if things weren't right, or you feel the need to speak out about things concerning you with the parks, then you have to put it out there for everyone to hear. Imagine if you put sugar over everything all the time, like Lou Mangello. Then when people got to the parks on your recommendation and found them to be a tip, how silly would you look? You have unofficial in your title for a reason. God damn it. And I believe that it's so you can call a spade when needs must. We know people within Universal Orlando listen to the show. It's just a shame that the organization doesn't value your hard work. Keep it real and keep giving us something to look forward to every week. And of course, that comes from Craig Lucas.
Aww.
Yeah. Aww.
Aww.
We do like him. Even though he calls us names that we haven't put down in there.
Aww.
Yeah.
Wait, there's another one later on.
I do think he's onto something, though. I think 2016 is going to be the best year as far as us for podcasting, though, because, you know, we've been doing it for a little while, and we're not looking through it through rose-colored glasses
Absolutely.
anymore. And we're going to be able to compare and contrast and talk about the goods and the bads.
Yeah. But I also think that's because we love it as much that we will be quite harsh.
Because you want it to be better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. Right.
Thanks for that, Greg.
Yes. I have one here. Sorry for the mini essay, but I thought I'd just chime in on the screen debate. I feel like while screen-based attractions are definitely taking up more and more space at UOR, it is by no means a bad thing. We have to remember the medium that the parks are based on are screen-based, and therefore it makes sense that the attractions based in the movies are going to involve screens. Do you know what?
Good point.
Very fair comment. I look at it this way. Screens have got Universal to where they are now. Disney have been using animatronics for decades, and they are now the people who are being criticised for being stale. What matters is that Universal continues to innovate in the way that it has. I'm not sure going down the animatronic route is the right one anyway. Look at the Yeti and Old Kong animatronics. They are slow, and while impressive, are only impressive when they work.
Burn!
Yeah. Plus, we have to remember that the footprint for the park is tiny, and screen-based attractions generally take up less space. Transformers has a tiny footprint, considering how much there is packed in there.
Yep.
Very true. Also, totting up which attractions are which, non-screen actually outnumber screen-based attractions. So Screen, you have Forbidden Journey, Gringotts, Simpsons, Transformers, Spider-Man, Minions, T2, Hogwarts Express. Non-screen, Men in Black, E.T., Hulk, Dragons, Jurassic Park, Dudley Do-Ride, Popeye even, Rip Ride Rocket, and Mummy. My point is that Universal Creative are a great group of people, yes they are, who really know what they're doing, and if they can make the best attractions they can with screens, I say let them. Thanks, Sam.
I don't think the discussion is if adding audio animatronics is better than screens. It's more that everything that they are basing their attractions on is based around screens.
It's funny, actually, considering the conversation we had a couple of weeks ago that Disney have just installed new animatronics in the Grand Fiesta Tour, which actually look pretty cool.
Yeah. Audio animatronics are just a means of telling that story, just like the screens are.
Yeah.
That's not the thing I think most people are complaining about, and feel free to speak up. I mean, there's 3 of us here, or 4. I'm not going to count myself. That screens should not be the primary
focus,
motivator, or primary focus for moving that attraction and what it's based on. I think that's what people are tired of, not necessarily the implementation of screens.
Yeah. It needs to be more along the lines of Forbidden Journey.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And in that case, I think screens, that's like we discussed a couple weeks ago, that is the only way for them to have done that attraction in the way that they did.
It'll be very interesting to see how Kong turns out.
Yes.
And I think it's another thing. I will sometimes give screens a pass if they're not 3D based. Not every ride I want to go on should be 3D based.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't think Forbidden Journey needs to be. I think it's going to be eventually, but I don't think it needs to be.
Can you imagine how many glasses they're going to lose?
Yeah. The goggles, aren't they? The ones out in Japan are like the goggles that Harry's wearing in the Quidditch game in The Prisoner of Azkaban. They're awesome, but then they're going to go missing because people will stick them in the pockets.
Yeah.
I just think that's even more...
Oh, no, they're awesome.
I just think it's even more surface area that's touched a stranger.
I know, they're so cool.
Oh, God.
Just bleep it, Darren. I'll say it now, bleep
email.
Yeah, brace yourselves.
Yes.
Incoming.
Yo, Lilo, Tracy Pops, Hunter Pips, and Darren. I'm not even going to say
No,
much.
just leave it at Darren.
Yep. During my recent long weekend at Universal, I found it really tiresome trying to find places in City Walk that you could walk up to as a party of 2 and eat. I gave him a little Irish tinge there. None of the places we visited, too many to mention, would take advance bookings, and they all seemed incapable of simply finding us a table. We were always greeted with, take this pager and we'll page you in 20 to 30 minutes. I look over the shoulders of the staff in the empty rooms full of tables and tell them not to worry and walk off. On the second day of doing this, we ended eating in the Monster Cafe in the park. Please close that place or at least change out the menu. Keep it real, Craig. Lucas.
But then he's right, Darren. You think when we went to Cowfish, I know they don't take reservations, but that place was virtually empty and we were still told to come back in half an hour.
Yes, that is true.
I think that's just standard.
It's happening at a lot of places there. It's really weird.
But then I've had
over the top,
especially
you
when
don't
it's
seem to see
crap.
that. Like Bob Marley Cafe and the restaurants up top. And I don't think Jimmy Buffett's usually that bad either.
No.
About things like that. But yeah, the new places.
Weird. But then you think we walked straight into NBC when we went there.
That was good.
Like when we met Andy and Sam, we walked straight into Margaritaville. We had a reservation for Antojitos. Weird. It's very strange.
I don't know if he tried Vivo. The Vivo might have been legitimate because it's not a very
we really
big
wanted
restaurant.
To get
there.
So if they had to wait, I'm saying that theirs is probably legit, but yeah, Cowfish has no excuse. I don't know what's happening there.
No.
Let's not get back into that. We're all very bitter.
So the next one's from Amanda, and she says, "Hey guys, I'm a long-time listener to the show and have just gotten back from Universal from a week-long vacation with my family that included Halloween Horror Nights. So many chainsaws. I used many of the tips that I have heard on your podcast on my vacation, and I felt so well informed about all the attractions, dining, and history of the park. I had to apologise quite a few times to my family for being too much of a know-it-all. Ha ha ha. Smiley face. But what I wanted to share was something I haven't heard on any Universal podcasts. It is a new shop that sits right outside the Talking Fountain in the Lost Continent and Islands of Adventure. When we went last year, it had magicians doing tricks inside. Yes, we've been in there. Mm-hmm. This year, it had a gorgeous store filled with handmade local items and artwork. They even have an extremely talented artist painting in the store. It's amazing to watch. The store is so eclectic and unlike any store I've ever seen in the theme park. You could tell the employees love working there, and the environment totally sweeps you into the feel of the Lost Continent. I could have looked in there all day. They even have one-of-a-kind bookmarks, jewellery and handbags with little Harry Potter touches that were completely one-of-a-kind. Just wanted to give that little recommendation for those who might want something different from your everyday generic theme park merchandise. Keep up the great work, guys. Amanda Siebert. Cool. I never noticed that before.
Yeah, we went in there. I think I told Tracy about it while you guys were there, but I don't know if you guys actually got a chance to get in.
Yes, no, we never got in. Yes, I remember now.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really cool. It's all local artists and artwork set up. It's a really cool alternative to what you typically find, in a theme park shop. So
cool.
Prices seem pretty reasonable too for being something like that in a theme park. So definitely check that out. Next one comes from Andy. He says, "Hi there, UUOP team and fellow HHN lovers. I enjoyed your trip report a lot, was listening to it with a tear in my eyes. Such a great event with great houses, scare zones, and shows. No need for me to repeat all the good stuff you already said about the event. However, I did want to point out some things from my trip, and he was there during the same time as you Brits."
Yes, he was. He wanted to meet up, and it just never worked out.
Haven't been lucky enough to visit the event all the way from Belgium. Awesome. For 5 times so far, he did notice some things that needed some improvement. First of all, he was surprised how many houses have no roof on the top of the walks. You walk the hallways, and when you look up, you see the ceiling of the big studio.
Yeah.
In the past, we're covered a lot more. That is true. I thought this took away a little of the feeling, and I definitely agree with that. Mm-hmm. Second, you talked about the employees dressed in black standing in the house. According to you, they didn't try to push people to go through the queues faster. Well, in my experience, they did that a lot. Some houses even said to keep close to the person in front of you and keep moving. Now, I saw that more like when you first walked into the place, walked into a particular house.
Yeah, I never saw it at all, I'll be honest.
Oh. I said I've seen them rush people with hand gestures and asking to go faster. A lot. Annoying as hell. I went in the Icon house where a girl was so scared employees had to help her leave via the back. Obviously, I had to wait for her to get out. She was holding on to a wooden beam for dear life. Once I could continue, a big gap between me and the previous person had formed. The employees in black got really vocal after that. They didn't know why this gap was created, but they sure tried to get me through it ASAP. One of them even walked towards me and back. Terrible and unenjoyable. Overall, though, it's a great event that I absolutely loved. These are minor things compared to all the good stuff that's going on. Still wanted to share. Keep up the good work, guys, and yes, girl, too. Disney fanatic Andy
from Belgium.
Du Martelier, I'm going to say, from Belgium. Yeah, I mean, of course, you're going to have experiences like that where, like he said, they don't know why that big gap was created. They shouldn't really care all that much, in my opinion. They seem to be a lot more easygoing with it over in Hollywood, because I was watching videos of all their houses from this year, and they seem pretty chill as far as people moving through and people staying to look at stuff for a little bit and that kind of thing. But Universal is a monster as far as attendance. I think it's it has to kill Hollywood in attendance numbers. So I think it's set up a little different.
Right, Andy again. Always nice to hear from him. Hi, UUOP team, but especially Mr. Lee. I'm still listening to the 171st episode, but I had to write you even before I finish it. I almost dropped off my seat, and that was while I was driving. You're looking forward to going back to Florida and visit Disney?
Dun, dun, dun.
There's still hope for you. I was just glad to hear it be on your next plan, on your planned trip next time. I know you'll enjoy yourself, and if you want extra tips, just let me know. Disney fanatic, Andy de Metler.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney will be on our agenda next time.
yeah.
We go back.
It was one of those things. We needed a break to be able to go and appreciate it again.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, if we're done with all the Disney talk here, we'll get back to Universal and wrap up the show. So for Frank, John, Rebecca was in there too. Lee didn't add her for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Laura's friend, Ryan,
Julie,
Maureen, Craig,
Julie, yeah.
Sam, Andy, Hunter, Tracy, and Lee. Whew. I'm Darren, and this has been the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast.
That's it for another Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or, even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. And finally, our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, are here to help with all your Universal vacation needs. So check them out today at fairygodmothertravel.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.